Hello everyone, welcome to today's demonstration of data transformation service. Today I'm going to introduce one of the major functions of DTS called data subscription. So what is data subscription? Which means you can subscribe yourself to one or several databases in one RDS instance, for example. By subscribing yourself to those databases, you can be notified immediately when some data was changed inside that database. For some data inserting or deleting, so all those changes will be updated to you immediately. So in today's session, I will go through the following steps. The first step I'm going to do is to create one RDS instance. But to save some time, I already have one instance created. We call them RDS-A. And there will be one database inside the RDS and one table called info. In the third step, it's also the most important one, is I'm going to set up the data subscription for the RDS-A for that database in the step 2. After I create the data subscription job, you will get one subscription ID. Then in the step 4, I will log into one ECS and write some Java code and consumer to listen to the new data changes in the RDS-A in that database by leveraging those subscription ID. So those are the steps I'm going to go through today in today's demo. So let's go to Alibaba Cloud console first. So from the console, you can see I already have one RDS instance created. It's MySQL 5.7. And in that instance, if I click here, it will lead you to the inside details. And I will visit the RDS through the intranet address here. And I have the database already created here called demo underbar DTS underbar sub. Okay, and the ECS, I also have it prepared. This is my ECS, and I have another one, the same ECS but 2 terminals. Okay, and I also already log into this RDS like this one. You can use the show databases to say I already have the database there. You can use demo DTS sub. Demo. And show tables, right? And there's nothing coming from this table yet. So the first thing I'm going to do is I will create the data subscription from here. So end user, I will choose the pay and you go mode. And you can go here, the data subscription, choose Singapore, and use buy now, activate. So say one subscription ID was created, but you still need to configure the subscription channel. It immediately found, because I only have one RDS instance, so all the information was created automatically. I will click the button here, to authorize the whitelist for the next step. And I will check the structure update also, and select the database I want to do the demo with. Then you save and pre-check. The initialize takes a little bit of time, so you may need to refresh until it became available. Okay, So now after you refresh several times, you will say the subscription the status became normal. And this is a subscription ID. You need to copy it, and you will use it later. Okay, let's click into it and copy it. So what I'm showing that is I already have set up the subscription ID for the RDS instance for that particular database, right? So let's go to the ECS terminal to write some data into the database. Oh, here. Here I have some code already prepared for the data Python script. You can see I'm going to, every time I run this script, it will write 5 lines of data into the database. The database is a similar stuff here, and the table is info, right? So let me run it the first time. Because Python data. Okay, then let's use the select from info. You can see we have 5 lines of code data right into the table info. Okay, and in another window, I will show you how can I do the consumer mode for the subscription ID. Here is the code. Let's show you the consumer.java. So this is the code I'm going to use as a consumer to listen to the subscription ID. So here are some of the key lines I'm going to introduce a little bit. And the access key is your account access key, and the secret is the password for the access key. Then you create a new listener, and for that listener, every information they are coming through, you can retrieve them through this kind of methods: get record, get table name, get options, those kind of different methods. And also one of the important thing is here, you need to use the subscription ID here to tell the JavaScript that which subscription ID you want to listen to. So this is a simple code for Java. What we are going to do is we will just run it. Okay, sorry, I think I made a mistake because the previous one I should change it. Okay, then I need to, this is the previous one, I think here. Okay, this is our newly created subscription ID, right? Then we can do Java again. I think I already changed the subscription ID, but I missed one thing is I need to compile it again. Then I can run it. Okay. So now the consumer is listening to the subscription ID, and what I want to do is I will rewrite and 5 new lines of data here. And what you will see here is immediately there are something output from the terminal. It is actually telling you that the consumer immediately being notified that there are something was happening in that database, and you see they are telling you that there are some data was inserted into the table, and the values is exactly as here. Okay, let's check the data. There's one called 7289, right? 7289, and here is the value, age, and value of the address, right? Shanghai. So this is just showing you that when you have something added to the data, you will be notified immediately, and at the same time you can do the delete, right? Where, let's say I did let's use this one. Sorry. Okay, let's get to here. You say, then this action was also immediately being notified, and they are telling you that those data was actually deleted. The ID is 7290. Okay, this is the demonstration about the data subscription function. Let's have a quick recap. So in this demo, we create one MySQL instance, and we create database and the data into that RDS instance. Then we set up the data subscription, get a subscription ID. We use that Java code with some SDK to listen to that subscription ID. Then everything was happening to that database will be notified immediately. Okay, thank you for watching. See you next time.